taller than the last guy.
Just a tad. I don't know my way.
You good? Everybody good? All right, go ahead.
Olivier, if you will kind of touch on Brandon Huntley Hatfield's growth since he came on TT.
Like you guys know, Brandon came in as a young player, skipped his senior year of high school. I think he's grown really fast and he's been willing to learn. You know, he's been through his rough patches like all freshmen go through, but he's always been attentive and he's a hard worker, and I think the culture here has done him really well.
How valuable is it just to play with so much speed at the point guard position?
It's great when you got a fast point guard, especially one who can stay under control like Kennedy, and then you got a smart point guard like Santi with that quickness, and then you got a small fast point guard like Zakai. They can create many looks for everybody all around the court.
You talked last week at Media Day about how your game's grown and your kind of mentality has grown. Just how much confidence can you gain in an off season? How much of it do you have to see yourself on the court have success?
I think you can gain a lot of confidence in the off season, just knowing the work that you put in, knowing the time that you put in. But eventually, you know, it's always the biggest confidence boost when you get in the game. Once you feel yourself, you know, you see your results. But that's what you have scrimmages for. You play against your own team. You got inside team scrimmages. There's many ways to kind of see the progress that you've made, and I think those moments help a lot.
What were some of the things you saw looking back at the exhibition you liked about what you did, and some things you want to correct?
Honestly, I liked how we were able to just offensively do well as a team, and then defense is the main thing. I think we need to be more attentive, more intense, and myself personally need to be more attentive and more intense on the defensive end.
Is it tougher to do that sometimes when you go as fast as y'all do offensively? Not to make it an excuse or anything, but is it just hard to kind of defend that many possessions in a game, I guess?
Like you said, yeah, we play a high position game, so you know you end up kind of flying through defense and offense, and it can get kind of messy. But if you can stay focused on what you need to be doing in your job, it doesn't really make it harder. It might just make you more tired, but that's what we have a big roster for.
If there's one aspect of your game that has gotten better from last year to this year, what would you say that is?
Just understanding of the game, just learning the game purely. The mental aspect of it. I think physically, you know, I work on all my skills all the time, and those will always keep getting better, but mentally is the part where I need to keep getting better, and I think I've took the most strides.
Olivier, in terms of, you talk about getting in shape to play in this kind of basketball, from your freshman year to now, how much would you say you've grown in that area? Like, how many minutes would you have been comfortable playing as a freshman, like consecutively, and then what's that number now?
It's kind of hard to put a number on it because there's times when you going faster, you're going more intense, but I definitely feel more comfortable playing longer stretches now than I did my freshman year, and you know, it's partially because I've just been in college longer. You know, freshman year you come straight out of high school, the game is very different, very much less physical. So just time and, you know, time in the weight room, time on the court, maturity, your body matures. Time in college I think is great for everybody, and I think time helps.
How much would you say, like, you guys in the locker room, Rick Barnes too, talked about looking forward to having fans back out there in Thompson-Boling?
It's great. It's always great to play in front of our fans. The environment becomes that much more electric. Playing basketball is playing basketball, but when you have your fans involved, and it's, you know, the energy that comes into the building is completely different. It's on another level.
Took 46 threes in the exhibition. Coach Barnes said y'all taking over 40 in all your scrimmages. Was there a point in this offseason where it kind of hit you that we're shooting a lot more threes than we have in the past, or is it just kind of snuck up on you, I guess?
I think threes are being shot for us more just because we have a lot of great shooters, and we are all learning to take open shots, to take those good shots. So we're not passing up shots. Whether they're shots inside or outside is not really the issue. It's just everybody's learning to take the shots that they're supposed to be taking, and we got so many good shooters that it's just going to eventually lead to more threes being shot.
Do you think that confidence to take the shots you need to take, do you think that was an issue with the team last year?
I don't know. The confidence is more understanding of what shots we need to be taking and what shots and when we need to be taking certain shots. You know, you might be a stretch, you take 10 threes, and then you might realize you might need to get the ball inside a couple times. I think it's more just the understanding aspect of it all.
Was there a moment when the green light for you got bigger? You know, was there something you had to show to the staff to be like, okay, I can take this without getting fussed at?
I'm not sure if there was really a moment. I think with this staff, it's just the work that you put in, they'll see it, and then once you've put in enough work, the space that you have and the shots that you take, it's really not a green light that comes about. It's more that you learn what the coaches like you doing, and then you just get more comfortable doing those things. And then for me, I've learned the shots that coaches like me taking. I've learned the shots that they haven't always liked me taking, and that's where I live in that area.
So many newcomers coming this year. Do you feel you've grown as a leader?
Yeah, I feel like all of our older guys have grown as leaders a lot, and I think it's helped us to have those new guys. And then time, like I keep saying, the more time you spend in college, the more mature you get, and it's easier to become a better leader that way.
Santi's improved quickness on the floor. Just how much more noticeable is it playing with him this year?
I think Santi's one of the guys who physically has taken the most strides. So his quickness and his ability to use his physical, talents, what are his own physical talents, and then his smarts has gotten a lot better every year. He came in already a smart player, and now he's just brought a physical aspect to his game and keep improving on the mental part.
Seems like he's put a little more sauce on the passes this year. Have you had to remind yourself to keep your hands up at all times and expect to pass?
Yeah, with Santi, you just always got to be ready in whatever situation the ball might fly at you.
2 more.
Have you noticed any extra motivation or determination from John Fulkerson, knowing that this is his last ride?
I think Fulky's a very self-motivated player, and I think Fulky knows that this is his last chance, and he was not happy with how last year ended. So I think, Fulky's been very focused on what he wants to get better at, and he's been in the gym a lot, which I love. You love to see one of your older guys, one of your leaders, one of your main guys working hard.
Obviously, you'd like to have Fulkerson out there, but the time he's missed and as many new big men as you'll have on the team, is there any benefit of kind of just having more reps for other guys?
Yeah, I think, like I said, Fulky's been here so long that whenever Fulky gets back, Fulky will be in rhythm. He knows how to handle himself that well. So this time for some of the younger guys and even guys like myself, kind of in between, learning new roles, it's good to have that time. And then when Fulky comes back, he knows what to do, how to do it. It's going to be seamless. It's going to be a seamless transition for us.
Last question. There's a player from Finland on UT Martin's roster. Do you have any connection, or do you know each other?
No, I don't think so.
All right, good enough.
You don't all know